series. Currently 2-1 to TaToH. Very unexpected, but very awesome at the same time. Real potential win. Real potential win for TaToH here. And if he gets it, I'm going to be really... I don't know. I don't want to say I'll be happy about it. I think I'll be happy about it whatever happens, really, because it's been an awesome set of games. But I think it would be nice to see TaToH win just because he is the underdog, and it would really rattle some jimmies, whatever it is. Anyway, 20 seconds, and we're getting this game underway in about 3, 2, 1. Let's change that scene and jump in. Here we go. Alright guys, so welcome back to the fourth and final game, the restart now between RiuT and TaToH, TaToH, whatever you want to call him. It's 2-1 to him, it's 2-1 to TaToH, and unbelievable so far as we go into game number 4 now, which is on Vital River, which was once restarted, and this time around it's going to be the final game, no questions asked. No questions asked whatsoever even. No restarts remaining for either player. Thank you very much, Hyper Diaper, for donating $2. He said, stop wallowing my money. Well, man, I can't help it. It's in my nature. Just wallow, wallow, wallow. That's a terrible wallow, actually. It doesn't even go like that. Ayo, yo, yo. Wallaloo. I sound like a ghost. I'm the ghost of Wallaloo. Wallaloo. Anyway, thank you very much. Yeah, down to the south of the map in the red, we have Persians, TaToH. Up to the north of the map, we have the Persians, RiuT in the grey, and Vital River, like we say, is the map here. RiuT calling a restart on that last one because maybe just unfamiliar with the map. It's a tough map. It's a challenging map. It's an unusual map, and the challenge in this map is the food. Both players start with very little food, 2 berry patches, a couple of sheep, and that's about it. There are turkeys, there are sheep to be found in the middle of the map though, and with finding those you can basically get yourself off to a little bit of a better start. But all the meaty good stuff, like, you know, turkeys are fine for Christmas dinner. Sheep, I wouldn't want to eat a sheep. I mean, lamb is really nice, but sheep, no. The good stuff, the deer, the venison, the boar, you know, the wild boar. I had a wild boar sausage a couple of years back. It was beautiful. I would recommend eating boar. It's so nice. Anyway, all the good stuff's in the middle of the map. The little tiddly shorefish, they're going to be the priority. But getting out here, that's what it's all about. Getting to the center of the map, and it forces the players out to the middle, miles away from their TCs, and as a result, what we'll probably end up seeing is a lot of aggression, maybe a barracks coming up quite quickly for one of these players, and maybe some villager fighting or something along those lines. RiuT here with 5 villagers on the wood, possibly looking for a second mill, or looking for a barracks. And I think we'll see a barracks fairly soon from one of these guys, that's for sure. TaToH delaying that lumber camp a little bit, and moving out now with a bunch of vills to take the shorefish, take the deer, and obviously avoid the berries for as long as possible. But yeah, Japanese really favored on this map, and also the Celts would have been good on this map as well. And in fact, we've seen TaToH choosing the Celts twice so far this series, and if he'd have stuck it out and chose the Celts again, that would have been a very good move for him. RiuT, looking pretty good as he lures this boar away from the center, and actually has a deer under here. He's got turkeys under here as well. Looks like he's got a little more food than TaToH at the moment. TaToH has 3 turkeys underneath his TC, and he's taking the deer out in the middle, but no boar at the moment for him. In fact, I think this map only has a single boar on it, and RiuT's gone and got it. So there you go. RiuT gonna have a lot of food there from that boar. TaToH sitting ahead though with 260 food at the moment, and I think RiuT here going to need to maybe drop some food if he wants to keep villager production going and militia production as well. But this militia going to come in and really cause some problems, cause some villager idle time, and maybe even find a villager kill as well. And remember, this is 2-1 for... Oh, there is another boar. My bad. I didn't notice it. And it might be worthwhile taking that for TaToH there. But at the moment, TaToH does not have a loom, so bear that in mind as these militia come in. Also, bear in mind that currently it's 2-1 to TaToH, TaToH to 2-2, so make sure I'm pretty sure that RiuT wants to make sure he gets this game now, because the best RiuT can do is draw. The best TaToH can do is win. So even if TaToH loses, it's still a draw, and he's probably going to be feeling pretty happy about that, considering he's playing against RiuT of all people. So Loom, as fast as possible, as fast as he can. You can't catch TaToH. He's a gingerbread man. He is getting Loom as quickly as possible in here, and just gonna give those villagers a little bit more buffness against these militia, an extra +1 defense, of course, and a bit of health. So gonna give them enough tankiness to fight these militia one-on-one. And TaToH rushing to the feudal age. No Drusherino for him, just a Flusherino as he goes up to feudal here and probably prepares himself. Prepare thy anus, because RiuT is gonna be blasted with some archers, I think, pretty soon. Maybe some scouts, actually. I think scouts are more likely, considering that this is a very heavy food map. And although the food is all in the middle, there is a lot of it, so gonna be able to scout rush this. But TaToH is up against this Drush, and RiuT is relentless. 4 militia out so far. Is he bothered about the feudal age? No, he wants to end this in the dark age. He's committed now. 5 militia out for him, and more to come, it seems, as it seems like he's actually taking gold as well. So Drush all day long, and so far TaToH down by 3 vills, but he's up to the feudal age, so I don't think he's lost any villagers yet. I think he's about to lose a villager, but so far good micro, and TaToH here going to find his mill walled up, but still keeping those vills alive for now, keeping that scout alive as well. The finally 2 vills will fall in the last moments there, and that stable coming up for TaToH on the front, and TaToH now has 330 food in the bank. And he's going to be finding a few kills with these scouts very quickly, I feel. Might even decide to go straight for the villagers, because RiuT now, bear in mind, RiuT now is committed. He is so committed to this Drush. And if TaToH kills his villagers in the center of the map, there is no way that RiuT is going to have a good amount of food without the negatives, without having to spend a lot of wood on farms. So he will go up to feudal, that's for sure, but he is going to find himself in a pretty awkward position if TaToH can take all of these deer and all this shorefish, and he cannot. So that's going to be huge. He's up to feudal now, and I think TaToH probably going to be forced to deal with this militia rush first, but coming forwards with some villagers as well. He's seen how effective his forward aggression has been in the past. Bringing a tower up in the front here. Interesting position. It's not going to cover anything. And I'm wondering actually if he's found that mill. No, he doesn't actually know the mill is there. So that's actually a little unfortunate. If you found that mill, that would have been huge. Now he sees the villagers running over. The scout's going to get involved, of course. Those villas from TaToH, they're going to have to get back. The watchtower nearly going up, but the villagers coming in here looking a little bit scary. Scary Mary. RiuT going to run away. And tower will go up for TaToH. But RiuT's got a bunch of militia. He's still got 3 out. Looks like he's still going to be making more. Would not be surprised. Would not be surprised if we saw men-at-arms from him at all. But he's going to lose a few more militia at this rate as they get chased down by the scouts. And there's that other one going down. So barracks, another barracks. Oh, wow, okay. RiuT is committed to men-at-arms here. He's committed to giving us a show. That's what we like to see. Men-at-arms, of course, more expensive than just scouts. And pound for pound, they're pretty even, really. If you have a look, once he upgrades them, you see militia 40 health and 4 attack versus 45 and 5 attack. Yeah, obviously the scouts are a lot stronger, but when man-at-arms comes in and they get a bit more attack and a little bit more health, they're pretty comparable, actually. And obviously the scouts are a little better at dealing with archers because they're faster and they have health. Pierce armor. But melee armor is going to be the same for both of them, and they both have basically the same health. The man-at-arms a little bit more attack, but the maneuverability of the scout cavalry makes up for that. So obviously, RiuT here in an interesting position, securing and locking down that food in the middle. Was I say RiuT? I meant TaToH. TaToH's still making scouts as well. He knows that scouts are going to be important to him. And these scouts do not cost any gold whatsoever. TaToH, I think, needs to get +1 attack on these scouts ASAP. If you can get +1 attack, that would be great. +1 defense, either or. But we also see spears coming out now as well. And so TaToH maybe going to be looking for archers instead, which I feel would be a very good decision. Absolutely a good decision. No bloodlines here either for TaToH here. For TaToH now. But a quick kill on that spear puts him in a good position. And he could take this fight, I feel. He could take it if he wants it. Maybe going to find this man-at-arms on the right side that's kind of exposed and weak. TaToH looking pretty good, actually, but this army could do a lot of damage. And with that, TaToH could be in a very awkward position. So we have to wait and see. But he's going to go ahead and wall up this barracks. Nicely done. Nice play. Keeping these villagers safe and actually going to force these units back as well. So a pretty twofold kind of aggression there, which works really nicely. Counter-attack coming in from TaToH as well. Not going to find much, though. Everything's walled up. And these scouts are going to be repelled. Especially now, considering that these guys are heading in here. These guys are going to take a bit of a beating from this tower. And lose quite a lot of health. Might be worthwhile though if you could bring the tower down, but honestly that's going to be tough with these scouts coming in. A lot of damage being laid into these man-at-arms from this tower here from TaToH. Great play, walling this barracks up. And that puts them in an even better situation right now. In comes these guys, but they're going to have to go through the TC if they want to find anything. And TaToH walling up at the back here with a vertical wall. A perfect play from him, and it looks so good right now. It really looks like he's in a great position, in a position that he could pull a victory from. Scale barding armor coming in, so quite rightly doing the defense upgrade here. He's going to try and take down this palisade. That's why I kind of think that +1 attack would be very valuable. But he's denying any gold income at the moment from RiuT, and if RiuT's not paying enough attention, this wall will go down. Down it goes! Holy shit! It's down! And that's 2 dead villagers. The gold income for TaToH, sorry, RiuT is now gone. It's done. It's a goner. A quick wall off here will force these guys away. They're pretty low as well. I really feel like TaToH could win that. And these guys on the gold here, well, one of them will be lost. The second one, maybe if he sticks it, he could get it. No, she's in the TC. And TaToH is away. The maneuverability of these scouts making up for so much. And yeah, the doom of the tyrants. The Tyrant Slayer is in town. TaToH taking full advantage of all this food in the middle of the map. Kind of. These guys sitting idle right now. Kind of bugged out, I think. But whatever. Doesn't really matter. I really feel like TaToH needs to get rid of this tower. And then he can take the deer in peace. And this army is so easy for him to clean up. Right now, this army is so easy. He's got more than enough scouts to deal with it. But right now, he's got 3 picks on the villagers on the gold. And he wants that instead. Villagers going down. And right now, it's just gone from being even vills to RiuT falling behind by 2. And TaToH gonna skedaddle. Gonna skedoodling out there. Skedoodle, one of my favorite CS players. And RiuT gonna be running back to the back of his base with these spears, of course. RiuT now, though, scabs archers. He's not neglecting his military. He's just kind of leaving these men-at-arms to do whatever it is they want to do. I think they're gonna get cleaned up by the scouts, though. Here, 3 scouts from TaToH on the right side. If he groups them up, then he could go in and attack before forging comes in. That'd be nice. But it looks like TaToH's just focusing on keeping the aggression on. He's keeping the aggression onto RiuT here, and it's actually working pretty well. Bear in mind, RiuT at the moment does not have fletching. He does not have any defense on these guys, and he's up against a bunch of scouts. Not a good situation, really. Alright, so TaToH. Oh, you guys face palming all over the place. I love it. I love it. The amount of face palms you must have done today. So many. Anyway, this tower here gonna get denied. And I mean, TaToH wants to be aggressive as possible. He knows it works for him. Wheelbarrow coming in for RiuT, fletching as well. So he's gonna get those upgrades now. He's got a pretty solid looking military. 22 units versus the 16 of TaToH here. What's TaToH doing? Well, nothing, really. And not at the moment in military anyway. He's just making scouts. I think a bit of an overcommitment to scouts. He's actually, no, sorry, he has got an archery range up on the front. That's good. But he will need more archers. He'll need a lot more archers. And RiuT here, scale mail armor. He's doing the works. He's doing the works. He's getting everything. Everything and everything. But that tower there, gonna get denied, obviously, by this house covering it up. We'll delete that, get about 50% of the resources back. But that will be enough to build a new tower. He's actually got enough stone to do that anyway, since he's taking a bit over here. So I'm expecting maybe a tower coming up back on this side. Something along those lines. Maybe more towers in the middle of the map. Whatever. But TaToH here, huge amounts of food income. Looking really set for the castle age very soon. And if he can get castle with all these scouts alive, and he can do light cavalry, that would be insane. It's going to be so strong. It's going to be really awesome. Another village down for RiuT as well. He's now down by 3 villas even. I should learn to count still. And the comeback from RiuT is unlikely. It could happen. It could happen, but it is fairly unlikely, I feel. It's just the lack of food for him. He's had to build so many farms. And as a result of all these farms, which, I mean, I know TaToH has a lot of farms as well, but because TaToH's got all this food in the middle, he's actually pulling ahead in food count quite a way, which should help him to castle faster. As long as he's not over-committing to scouts, I feel. Even with all these scouts coming out, though, he's still got a lot of food incoming. If we have a quick look at the graph. Alright, I'll eat my hat. TaToH and RiuT actually really close on food. Really close. But I'm pretty sure that TaToH has not had to invest so much to get that food, and I think that's the important thing. But RiuT's looking actually quite good in the resource count. He's ahead in gold. He's ahead in quite a lot of aspects, and that is very surprising to me. RiuT, surprisingly, almost amazingly, gonna click up to the castle age first. And I can only put it down to him getting wheelbarrow earlier. And once again, like, this is the thing. TaToH here, how many times has he done this? How many times? He's got wheelbarrow at 27 minutes for like 3 games out of the 4, and it's just too late. The wheelbarrow upgrade for TaToH coming in too late, and as a result, RiuT's beat him to the chase. He's actually beating him up to the castle age, which is ridiculous. TaToH up to castle as well, though. And this is an interesting army composition. Archers and scouts, the strongest combo in the feudal age you can get, the Rombo combo. But obviously TaToH, once he gets castle, will definitely be interested in light cavalry now, unless they have an engagement beforehand. But military-wise, they're both very neck and neck. And a lot of people shouting comeback in the chat. I don't know if I'd call it a comeback, but it's certainly going to be a great play from RiuT if he does manage to do a lot of damage to TaToH once he hits the castle age. I do think, though, that TaToH will have the upper hand, because if you look at RiuT's build here, he's gone for archers, he's gone for crossbows, and he's going up against, well, what is going to be very quickly, very fast upgraded scouts to light cavalry, and also knights. And this is just not going to be too strong against that. I feel like RiuT has nowhere near enough pikes to defend, and that's going to be a problem. This is going to be a good engagement, I think, for TaToH if he just bides his time and maybe fights out in the open. As soon as he hits castle, we'll see those upgrades coming in. Bodkin arrow crossbow for RiuT, expected, of course, but I just don't think that's going to be enough. We're not actually seeing elite skirm either. A lot of these units are skirms. So TaToH here, light cavalry, expected that one. The blacksmith chain barding, so +2. These guys are going to be hench, so hench. TaToH here, struggling to get the food to make even. For knights. Yeah, put them in your oven for 40 minutes at 200 degrees centigrade, and you get out some fresh, hot baked knights. They are obviously super strong. But yeah, bunch of archers on this right side. Still need to see crossbow from TaToH, but like, the resources are really spread quite thinly. And these light cavalry are going to provide a little bit of a interesting position. Oh, look at that! Long swordsman from RiuT. You don't see that very often. My goodness me. RiuT doing long swords. It's like, yeah, whatever, man. I'm just gonna do my thing. RiuT is definitely doing his thing, and whatever his thing is, he's doing it. And long swordsman is part of his thing, rather unusually. Very strange. Walling himself up actually as well, keeping himself quite safe, looking very strong. Mangonel coming in from RiuT. TaToH needs to watch his army. Mangonel could do a huge shot onto here, kill about 6 archers. He's going to get out, just losing 1. Very quick, very tight micro there from him. And we got a wall off from TaToH on the left side as well. So I thought this would be a very short game. I thought the game would be decided by the early stages of the center control. But TaToH, even with the center control, is unable to close the game out. I think that's the problem he seems to be having a lot. Unable to close the game out, even when it should be his. A quick wall off on this left side, though. And you see how quickly those houses go down when those long swordsmen come to town. Oh, they go down very quickly. TaToH here on the left side going to lose a couple of villagers as they try and wall this up. But he's only stalling the inevitable. He's rushing these light cavalry back. The crossbows are out of position, though. And it's going to be a tough fight for TaToH to take now, since his whole army is not present. He has got some knights on the left side, though. He needs to come in. What I think he needs to do here is light cavalry on the right, let them come in, and knights on the left. Trap them. Get them on the way out. And this could be a huge, huge fight. TaToH, though, yeah, look at that. Look at that. RiuT knows what's going on. RiuT senses the trap. It's a trap. And gets out of there before things go terribly, horribly wrong. TaToH needs to take the hill in this fight, but getting really... Oh, that's beautiful. Getting really stuck in there. This is going to end pretty badly for TaToH, I think. Sorry, for RiuT, I think. Losing a lot of units there. These units are too strong. And obviously Mangonel here going to go down, I think, very quickly. But a lot of units down for RiuT. A big loss for him. But also a lot of units down for TaToH there. Both of them losing a bunch in that fight. But TaToH, 52 kills, 36 losses. And a few villagers down, a few military units down. But certainly a very good trade, very good fight for him right there. Now, pikemen coming in for RiuT. He realized this is going to be a very heavy cavalry-centric build. But RiuT's up with 3 TCs and still actually doing fairly well in the defense department. His Ministry of Defense is proving to be very effective this year. And TaToH just not building the second TC. He's not interested in that. He's just all about the military. He's all about getting those knights out, all about those light calves, all about those upgrades. And right now, I don't know if that's going to work so well. RiuT's really going to start pulling ahead very quickly. And he's got pikemen. He's got monastery. And the single idea here for RiuT is to defend, build up his eco, and bust out very quickly. And you could say, you know, if RiuT busts out very quickly, you could say he's very busty. Oh goodness me! And yeah, he's going to be able to get out there and do a lot of damage if he can just defend for a little while and get that momentum going with his eco. But I don't know if TaToH's going to let him do that. I guess TaToH will attempt to just stay super aggressive on the front. I guess, you know, a siege workshop here, monastery here. He's doing all the things that he wants or can to get in here, bust these walls down. I mean, they're only houses. 900 health. Not really going to be able to defend all of this wall unless he's got stone wall along the length of it. So maybe these knights could get through. RiuT's going to buy some time with these archers coming over. And if they get kind of grouped into a corner, I don't see how it would work. So there you go. Mangonel though out. And TaToH is really trying this. But it's, I don't know, the longer he seems to be milling around, less promising it seems to look. TC coming up for TaToH on the left-hand side now. And RiuT's eco just great. 16 villagers ahead, defending just fine. He will lose this range. But with 2 mangonels, maybe he's going to be okay. I don't know, though. Not too many pikes out yet. Oh, no, there is. There's 9 here. There's 3 here. There's another monk. 2 monks. 3 monks on the way out. So, a few conversions. Some quick snipes. This could be an interesting fight. In come the knights. 2 conversions should definitely happen. But 1 mangonel will go down absolutely for free. Oh, whoa, it won't. 1 mangonel at the back. This one here nearly going down. And these knights now being chased down by the pikes. They've not really got many areas to run to. They're going to try and kill some villagers. Going to try and get to this goal. But can he kill 14 vills in this engagement? I highly doubt it. And if RiuT cleans up all these knights, this whole engagement here will be for nothing. Yeah, just not enough knights. Sorry, not enough villager kills here from these knights. TaToH just ran in there and got obliterated. He hardly did anything. Killed maybe 1 mangonel and a couple of pikes, and that's it. not enough, I'm afraid. And easy kills for these pikemen here with 1-1 from the blacksmith. Just going to keep chasing them down, and why not? 3 more kills could be easily attained if TaToH does not run away, and he's getting caught out as well. So there you have it. I think RiuT at the moment solidifying his lead, and he's going to get to the Imperial Age and probably win this game from there. Imperial Age coming in 20 seconds. 20 seconds. He's there. Not even that. So there you go. Imperial Age for RiuT now. Not only is he clicking up to Imp, he's got this real great momentum shift. He's got a huge eco in comparison. And it looks like this is going to be it. It looks like TaToH is on his way out of this game. And we might just see a draw. Can anyone take the Tyrants down? Well, maybe the other Tyrants. But a draw seems to be the best that the other guys can manage at the moment. Imperial Age, I think once he hits him, I think TaToH will resign. Though saying that, he's quite close on gold to 800. He just needs the food, but it is a way away yet. This farm's looking a lot, very dilapidated. I like that word, that's a good one. Very ran down, very idle, to say the least. The wood there, just not enough wood income to seed these farms. His food income's coming to a halt. He's putting up a 4th TC to try and boom behind this, but it's not happening. RiuT's gonna get this castle up. And that's going to be it. Looks like it's going to be a 2-2 at this rate. RiuT closing in on the Imperial Age now. And he's, what, 66% of the way there. Long Swordsman didn't really have much impact in this game, I feel. But they were a sight to behold, I guess. That castle will just make sure that this gets... this will just get shut down. Cleaned up, I think, and that's gonna be the important thing here. A lot of idols for TaToH apparently as well. 20 idols, in fact, which is no small amount. Now there they go, there they are at the back there, sitting idle. These guys on the left side, and GG. TaToH's calling it. RiuT gets to the Imperial Age, and good luck on your next game. He says, there you go. RiuT up to Imp, TaToH resigns, and a fairly reasonably quick game, I suppose. It had to get to the Imperial Age, though, which is expected, I guess. TaToH there just not able to do enough damage fast enough. RiuT was able to boom up behind this fairly comfortably, a mini boom, not a full boom. And he was able to get the win. Well played. Even without the center control, he still pulled that off, which was very impressive. I liked that a lot. And yeah, I think RiuT there doing a very solid job, which means that at the end of this series, it will be a 2-2 tie. A 2-2 tie. 2 items of clothing in 1 description. But yeah, awesome set of games. I think that was a very entertaining series. A lot better than the one we saw earlier. And I like that. I like that a lot. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Much appreciated, as always. Don't forget to give the stream a little follow, and you'll get a notification when the stream goes live next. I will be streaming again tomorrow. There will be games to cast tomorrow. I have to update a couple of games that have been confirmed in the forums in the last couple of hours. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, like I say. Don't forget to follow the stream, and we'll be back tomorrow evening for some more AOC, no doubt. I haven't updated the schedule on the screen, so I'll just move us into this screen here. Thanks a lot again to Search Engine Revs as well, a sponsor, for providing the prize pool to this event. It's much appreciated, and more information about them can be found below. But I'm going to be heading off now. I'm going to play a quick ad, and